राहुल तो क्लैरिटी बढ़ गया तेरा भाई. ये अमीर लोग का लैपटॉप में यही है. एनीवे गाइस, लेट्स स्टार्ट नाउ. काफी लेट भी हो गया, सोना भी है, मंडे का.
11-10 बजा.
I have a list of my things which I think are appropriate enough to be considered overrated or underrated or approvable for this particular podcast. And according to what you all say and how your list is, I'll choose which overrated or underrated.
I am not going first because even I'm a little skeptical here. I had a tough time thinking because overrated might written cricket generally because I find the sport a little overrated, but I'm like, no, that's too mainstream. So I
Yeah,
thought of
even I
something
was,
else.
even I thought of that, where
Allah, cricket is fucking
India,
overrated.
yeah, I was like, India में तो सब लोग खेलते हैं, इतना follow करते हैं क्यों? But regardless, so how are we
Rahul, you
starting?
start. Rahul को
Alright.
सबसे पहले पूछना underrated overrated.
I thought of
One
an
thing
intro.
only.
Should I do an intro
One thing only.
or no? I thought of doing an intro or no.
Let's do it. मुझे controversy दो, मुझे controversy दो. Okay.
This is why Mark Zuckerberg wears the same t-shirt every single day.
Good point लगा तुझे ये.
Pointed. Like we see you going to the US, doing such wonderful things. हम लोग का भी मन करता है हम लोग कुछ ऐसा करे.
Take a break, chill. Just look stare at a wall, stare at that lizard staring back at you.
होता ही तो bullshit. That's what I'm saying, yeah. No, I agree. I personally feel that people do appreciate it. Maybe you haven't met the people who appreciate it that much, but don't force it. Let it come naturally to you.
And that after a while, it doesn't come naturally that often.
Oh my god, what am I doing with my life?
Shit यार, आज का दिन भी waste हो गया.
Alright. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Three Friends and a Tippany. I am Rahul Bithani and I find that being productive is very overrated. I think you don't need to be productive all the time and I think that you should just chill the fuck out in life. That is my personal opinion and I want to know what my co-hosts Ishmeet and Joyjeev think.
Y'all didn't
What a
laugh
start,
at that.
Rahul. What a start. Guys, Rahul wanted to be the host for this episode and I think he's done a very good job.
Y'all laughed at me when I was being a pretentious host, and you didn't laugh at that.
I waited. I
am
told
not
you I'll
trying to
improve.
be pretentious. Hello.
I said I'll wait for Rahul to finish, then I'm going to laugh or then I'm going to pass a comment.
Oh, nice.
So yes, Rahul, you said being productive is overrated.
Yes. I think that today, because of how fast we run life and how like everything is a rat race, we're like, oh, I need to be productive. From the time I'm 15 to the time I'm bloody 30, I'm going to try and be productive. But I think like you miss out on moments because of that. I don't think we cut ourselves enough slack. If we don't do something for like a week, we take a 1 week break. It's like, oh my God, I've been taking a break for a week. So what? Why can't you take a 2 week break? Who is ruling your life? Why do you have this constant pressure on you? You can still chill the hell out and still get a job, still do whatever the hell you want. Who is stopping you? That is my opinion.
Well, I think Rahul is this speech could be 10 weeks of content for that Instagram handle which just puts out quotes. You know,
Could be.
that positive जो motivational speaker होता है उसका जो
ज्ञान
हाँ, nice. I mean,
ठीक है.
disagree.
Joji, what do you think about being productive? Tell me now, considering your current scenario. You only say.
I think I have a different perspective on productivity now. It is complete. I agree with Rahul that all the time this running around is not necessary, but it is not voluntarily after a while. It becomes because all of your friends are doing it, therefore even you start doing it and start giving in. And I've realized the importance of like even if you're not doing anything in college or not going to college or not going to work, let's say taking a sabbatical or something of that sort, it's necessary to have, let's say, a college life, to go to classes every day, to go to work every day, so that you maintain that routine at least. So if you don't have that, then what is putting you forward? This constant mode of productivity, because otherwise you see your friends going forward and going ahead. So therefore, I think that's why the productivity loop comes in. People want to always stay productive.
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
Peer pressure, possibly. Yes, I think like Rahul, what you said now, who's making you do it regularly? Why do you have to do it? I think it's peer pressure. Like Georgie very correctly pointed. Like we see you going to the US, doing such wonderful things. हम लोग का भी मन करता है हम लोग कुछ ऐसा करे. But that should not be the pressure, right? It should not be the gun on your shoulder telling you, no, you need to. It should be relaxed, like you said. Take a day at a time. Take one day at a time. Bas, I
पर
think
ये
that's
एक और
something.
take a day at a time ठीक है, but I think the other end of the spectrum, that is take a break. So KitKat ka ad, people should really follow it sometimes. Like I think you should
100%.
have
100%.
at least, let's say, 3 days, 4 days, even if it's like 3 days, 4 days at a stretch. Take a break, chill, just stare at a wall, stare at that lizard staring back at you, and just stay there. And why is it constantly important for you to move around?
Exactly. And you find so many people like this productivity thing becomes it becomes like a disease because you're like, oh my God, if I'm not doing something, I have to do something. And okay, when you go to college, you're not part of the whole college experience. I mean, I do have a few regrets. Like, okay, maybe I didn't go out enough in college,
Hmm.
right? Because I was so stuck up on I need to get a job. But that's
Mm.
because it was like my pressure of me being productive. Like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life?
Mm.
Existential crisis at that point.
Existence. So this is something which has been running around my mind also. Also, at the end of every day, I'm like, shit, yaar, aaj ka din bhi waste ho gaya. Even if I've done tons of things, I'm always like, shit, yaar. And I see some stupid influencer post on social media saying, ये करो जिंदगी ऐसे जियो. तुम ऐसे नहीं किया, तुम बहुत फालतू जिंदगी जी रहे हो. And those things, I couldn't for the lack of some. Anyway, those things play on your mind a lot. And it's been happening a lot lately. So I'm glad, Rahul, you put this up. Being productive is overrated.
Hmm.
It's going to come. If you want to go somewhere with life, the productivity, of course, is going to step. Don't force it. Let it come naturally to you.
Hmm.
I think that is one way of looking at
Yeah,
things.
I agree. That'll come naturally to you is the best way, but I also understand that after a while it doesn't come naturally that often. And here I would like I was talking about this I think a few episodes back also with you guys, that a few like it doesn't come naturally after a while, and here I would like to emphasize on routine, and that's where if you are consistent and if you build a routine after one day after the other and just keep doing the same thing, don't think about uh, what you have to do and when you have to do, then things become much easier. So I was reading this blog about something called decision fatigue. So if I would,
Mm.
have you heard of it? Yeah. So
Yeah.
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 So to elaborate, it's basically let's say I'm like I noticed it when I was like jog. I have my tennis where I jog. Okay. So every time I can just go round and round and round. Right. Yeah.
Mm.
So but I try to like differentiate my path because going round and round is boring. But because I try to differentiate my path, it just becomes too much more work. And every time I go to my terrace, I have to decide which path to take and all that. But if I just put my
Yes.
head down and just decide I'm just going to go in one direction, I put more of my effort in working out rather than decide where to go. And that
This
makes
is
things
why
better.
Mark Zuckerberg wears the same T-shirt every single day. He doesn't have to
Of
make that
course.
decision. Businessmen wear the same suit every single day, the same shirt, like the same color, not
Yeah.
necessarily the same shirt.
You guys are not going to like what I say. I mean, Georgie, especially you, about my overrated thing.
All right, so tell me, what do you think is overrated?
I feel having a plan is overrated. I'll give you, and the most practical example is right now. 2020 में सोचा था we'll do this, we'll do that. I'm not talking about like a long term. I see myself. All those things, of course, you need to have a structure in place. But a short term thing, like next 3 months के बाद, I'll be going on this vacation. What happened? Corona. March starting May, I was having this amazing time in Goa. I thought, ki, bro, I have my heart here. I'm going to come here again after a month. And where was I? In Calcutta, in my room. I feel, see, routine is important, but having a plan, ki, no, I'm seeing 3 months down the line, I have to do this, 6 months down the line, I have to do that. What if you just break your leg?
Hmm.
What if you something happens? And it personally, it puts a lot of mental pressure on you as well. Like an example,
Hmm.
2018, when you guys possibly know this period, exams tha, I was giving CAT, I was giving GMAT. I thought ye clear ho gaya, यहाँ जाएंगे वहां जाएंगे इतना पैसा कमाएंगे, life set. What happened? I fucked up both my exams. And I know right now one of the most important reason why I fucked up was because of pressure, or the kind of pressure that had been created not by my parents or anybody, but the place where I was studying. For once, I hope they hear this. And secondly, just what the people like, just people around me all running a rat race, like Rahul you said in the first point. That I had put out that plan ki 20 ye ho gaya, abhi next year क्या 2 साल ye, and then I have a beautiful job and my life is set.
Didn't
And right
you
now I'm
didn't you have a contingency plan?
I had not got it. Na, then I just happened to. I didn't. That's the thing. I was so sure that I'd crack either of these two exams because I was doing. I'd gotten a selection in ISB, which has like these formats. GMAT I fucked up. Uske pehle the stage where it's an essay and it's your profile. I crossed it. So I was like, bro, ISB mein to main ja raha hu. So it just and it took a really mental toll on my health. I was like, and personally, like it was bad because I was started really thinking what am I doing in my life? I can't even crack a goddamn exam. ये इधर जा रहा है, ये उधर जा रहा है. मैं क्या हूँ? मैं घर पे बैठा हुआ हूँ. So I had to. That really created a big mental block, big mental pressure. And I realized one thing: I need to have a direction, but a plan is possibly overrated because you never know what's going to happen. This is my personal experience, from my personal experience, rather. And yeah, that's what I think.
Would we
What
not
do you guys think about this?
would we not say this is, let's say, bad planning because you didn't have a contingency plan? And we can
See,
blame.
the contingency plan was to get a job, which I did. So it's right now it's working fine. I'm doing personally. I'm doing well personally, professionally as well. I first think so. It worked out, but contingency. So like people say, na, you keep a plan B. A plan A. You should be so sure that you should never keep a plan B. All these motivational speakers say all these things.
I've never heard that. I have never
Must
heard
have
that.
heard that.
Even Formula One, they have a plan C. Today, Leclerc went through plan C, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Plan C,
Anyway, my
Devi.
point. Be be so firm कि ऐसा सोचे कि कोई plan B. This is what my tuition teacher used to say. The where I used to learn CAT. You don't have any other option. You have to crack this goddamn exam.
This
You
is why
have to do
people.
this.
This is why people get depressed, and this is why people commit suicides because they're so sad about their first plan that they put everything into it, and then when nothing comes out of it, they don't have anything to look forward to.
होता ही तो बोल chief. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bad planning is there. Having a contingency, of course, that's what it is. It's super important. But just thinking that this is the only thing which I can do is personally, I thought it's overrated.
What
Okay, Joyji, how would you plan your life? Would you like to plan 3 months, 6 months in advance, or like 5 years in advance? Like, what is your ideal situation here?
yeah, that's a good thing. I think you should have at least, I think, 10 days ka plan in advance, or maximum
Okay.
a month.
Okay.
Short-term plans you have and you
Same here.
execute
2
those
weeks,
short.
good.
Yeah. Once you execute the
Okay.
short-term plans, you get like a good victory also under your belt. And even if you don't, you have another 10 days, you take more 10 days and execute that plan again.
Personally, I agree with you, and I live by that. But also, what I do is I plan ahead a little bit, like 3 months in advance, say. But I plan ahead for things that I'm looking forward to, not exams, not work, not shit like that. I'll be like, oh, 3 months mein mera ye pool tournament hai. Or in 2 months I'm going to see this friend, or I'm going back to India, or something to look forward to. Yes, it can go
Yeah,
bad, but at least
looking
it's something
forward to.
looking forward to. It's very positive. Georgie, what do you think is overrated or underrated for that matter?
What is no? Let's start with overrated. Only we'll come to underrated. All three.
I think my list is absolutely against the tide of what you guys are talking about.
Fish.
I had listed a few things I think are overrated, and one thing which I think is overrated is, I think, Domino's pizza is overrated.
Bro, no. I live Domino's my college pizza.
No, bro.
Dude,
What is Domino's
Pizza
pizza?
Hut is overrated.
Are you mad? No, Pizza Hut wins the argument over Domino's pizza any day.
Maybe in
Georgie.
India, not in the US.
चिकन डोमिनेटर चीज बर्स्ट तेरे को मैं खिलाऊंगा उसके बाद ये तेरा नोशन चला
अरे
जाएगा
तेरे
गारंटी
साथ ही हम खाया है तेरा वो चिकन ड्रमट है तेरे छत पे, ठीक है?
कब खाया था
तू और जो अनुराग और तू तेरे छत पे जो आए थे ये कोरोना के टाइम में.
अरे दैट वाज डिफरेंट पिज्जा दैट वाज नॉन वेज लोडेड दैट वाज
Okay, fine.
Nobody gives. Yeah.
Why? The first my question is, why do you even know what is in the menu of Domino's?
अरे
Dude,
because
dude,
those are
as
the
some.
pizzas I order I know one step up में क्या क्या menu है because I know what I'm going to order
Oh my God. But anyway, as somebody coming from a vegetarian family,
Yeah.
the veg extravaganza is actually pretty damn good.
What is wrong with you guys? Have you all not have had good pizzas in your life ever?
Domino's needs to give us some sponsorship money.
what
here.
is what is good pizza Georgie Pizza Hut
No, like
what Brickwood gave me bloody kacha chicken in that
Fire and
pizza yaar.
Ice in Calcutta is a great pizza outlet, though ridiculously expensive right now. and I don't know about its quality right now, but at least 5 years back when I used to go, it's insane.
Two things, Joyjeev.
Yeah.
One of the reasons, so you mentioned about Fire Nice Pizza in Kolkata. I've only been there twice, and you said ridiculously expensive. इसलिए मैं कभी नहीं गया. The first time I went was when Rahul treated us in class 3 or 2, where I ate ham for the first time without knowing what ham was, and the second time I went in college. This is it's too expensive now. It's not there. अभी Domino's का तुम 200 रुपए में खाएगा, तुम Fire Nice में 700 रुपए देगा.
ठीक है, but after having a Domino's pizza, you feel like bloated and you feel bloated and unhealthy as shit कि कल जाके तो workout शुरू इसके बाद.
But tell me this, how is this overrated?
Because people like you
No,
like
it is overrated.
Domino's pizza and live by it and will order it repeatedly, so much so that if you have those take home menus at how in homes, in Indian households it's filled with Domino's pizza, I'm sure.
That's how good their marketing is. Yeah, you need to know they're
Yeah.
into you think of pizza, you think of Domino's. It's sheer marketing brilliance.
And here
Anyway, Georgie, what next?
People say that good quality content is what gets you good reach. It's not that
Guys,
good marketing.
our marketing expert has validated the marketing of Domino's. That's all we need.
Yes.
Domino's, you're listening to this. कभी ना कभी तो सुनेंगे. कभी ना कभी तो सुनेंगे. Georgie, what else? What's
हो गया
next?
Joyjeev हो गया भाई.
Joyjeev is done. Joyjeev's overrated list is absolute nonsense.
All right. No, it's okay. It's interesting.
I'm
He
just
had a
kidding.
different
It's an opinion.
perspective. Yeah, it's a different perspective. Tippani, bro. Come on. Promote karo, Tippani.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think Joyjeev's was a more like pinpoint. We were thinking of a more deep topic. Anyway, I think we've covered overrated topics. Let's go to underrated things right now. All right. So again, we'll start with the makeshift host today, Rahul.
Yeah.
Rahul,
Let's go.
Harry
what
Styles.
according to you
The
is
one
underrated?
thing that I just came across this and I was eating something yesterday and I was like, the most underrated thing according to me, not most underrated, one of the most underrated things is the final bite of your food. That has so much value that people don't give it enough respect.
Like it leaves the aftertaste. Like
Yeah.
kya
If I'm having two savory things, I will leave this one thing on the side so I can have that as my last bite.
But you do value it.
kya baat kari hai?
And you
I
do
value it, but people don't value it enough, I feel.
तो judge कर रहा है people को भाई.
I'm not saying that. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, listeners, please value the last bite of your food a little more.
You would say value every bite of your food more because many people are not even getting to eat on the other end of the table. Other side of the world.
जॉयजी तुम अलग टेंजेंट पे ले जा रहे हैं अलग टेंजेंट पे ले जा रहे हैं अब तुम पूरा तो बेकार कार्नव गोस्वामी जैसे कंट्रोवर्सी फीड कर रहे हैं
I'm just messing with
मुझे कंट्रोवर्सी दो ओके ठीक है राहुल लास्ट बाइट ऑफ फूड ऑलराइट कूल
Okay, I need opinions. You agree or not agree?
No,
Come on.
I agree. I see. I personally feel that people do appreciate it. Maybe you haven't met people who appreciate it that much, but personally, I like अगर पनीर बटर मसाला बन रहा है, I will make sure एकदम रोटी का साइड वाला पार्ट जो सॉफ्ट होता है, take it, keep it in my mouth, and just feel the experience.
I'm salivating already.
Yeah, but
so that is I completely agree. I don't know about how much. Sorry, Georgie. I don't know how much people underrate it because people I know do value it. Like that paratha का side वाला part जो एकदम soft है जो last में खाते हैं थेपला with that chutney last में you finish it off ice cream cornetto का एकदम छोटा वाला part last में which people relish so I know people who do relish the last bits but good point interesting
good point लगा तुझे ये I thought it was such a universal truth kind of a statement or it's like sun rises from the east kind of a statement I had to build something to counter him with. That's why I went with the, people are starving of hunger at the other end.
You could have just agreed,
You think Georgie will agree?
And this is
कितना प्यार से बोला. You could have just agreed, no?
This is Rahul's podcast. Rahul puts out a view. We go like, yes, yes, yes.
Anyway, let's move on. Ishmeet, let's go.
All right. I think this is something which I discovered during lockdown, and I even told this in one of the podcasts. Pampering yourself and self-love, to put it. People do not give themselves enough time to groom themselves, to make themselves feel better. Like, and it's related to the overrated point. We are in a rat race. ये करना, ये करना, ये करना. People just don't sit back. Like, one of my dreams is sit back, get somebody to do my shampoo, get somebody to do my वो क्या बोलते हैं manicure and pedicure once, and just feel like I'm the king of the world. And I think people don't value that experience a lot. If I tell somebody कि guys आज हम सोच रहे हैं एकदम chill करेगा, लेटेगा, सोएगा पूरा दिन, lazy वाला, today I don't feel like doing anything. I listen to that Bruno Mars song and I'm possibly going to go to a massage parlor and get some done. People are like, तुम क्या कर रहे हैं? क्या है तुम? क्या कर रहे हैं? What kind of a day are you spending? You should, man. I think self-love, pampering yourself is very important for your mental health. Very important. It helps you, and like I got into all those self healing, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, skincare things and all that. So I really feel good after a good रात को. Whenever I come back, I detoxify my skin and all that. It's nice. I like the experience. I like the after effect, and I think everybody should experience something like this, and people don't, especially men. I feel. So that is something which I find super underrated. I think everybody should love and pamper themselves, because if you don't pamper yourself, you cannot expect anybody else to do it.
But like, why do people
अरे mic drop का थोड़ा आने तो दे.
why do people underrate it though? I think it's a pretty, if you get into it, it's a very deep concept if you try to understand why is self-love also underrated. I think there are many societal taboos and everything else. That's what I'm trying to get at. Many societal taboos associated with it.
I agree. That is what I'm saying. People think like I give you that example. ये तुम क्या कैसे फालतू काम क्यों कर रहा है? People need to like not listen to all that and actually concentrate. That's why I'm saying that there's a lot of pressure. Ki all this is a waste of time. It's not actually a waste of time. It has amazing effects. Like, and it's definitely going to make you feel 100 times better. You had a rough day. You come back home, like, and you just give yourself some time. You heal yourself inside. I think it's very important. Plus,
And I think rewarding yourself after you do something is very important. I have this one friend. What she does is every time, okay, if she gets like an A minus, a B plus and above on an exam, or she achieves like gets an interview or something, what she'll do is, so she set this goal. She will go and buy herself some kind of merchandise from the university. That is satisfying yourself, like, you know, in whatever way, just rewarding yourself in some kind of way. Very important. Bro, you don't want to feel useless. There's nobody rewarding you anymore. We are 22, 23-year-olds. ऐसा नहीं कि फर्स्ट सेकंड आया क्लास में तो कुछ मिला पापा मम्मी से. We're not the kind of people who, we're not the luxurious कि हाँ कि if you know ace, or if you get 80% or more in your board exams, my dad is gifting me a car.
Yeah.
No, nobody is there to do that for us. We have to do that for ourselves.
Exactly. If
Did
you
you-
don't do it for yourself, nobody else will.
You ever had like such offers being put up to you also in the first place?
No, I had friends with offers.
You know, Joydeep, I was about to say, Joydeep बोला, राहुल बोला ना 80% से ऊपर आएगा गाड़ी मिलेगा. मैं अगर बोलता मेरे को शायद एक टी-शर्ट मिलती, शायद कोई खिलौना, मतलब राहुल के मुंह से you can expect a car.
Eclairs सोच रहा
Eclairs.
था मैं.
All right, who's next underrated? Who wants to go next?
The last one, Joyji Medhi, let's go.
Wait, huh.
I again over here had a list of things, and considering the theme of topics chosen by you, I'll extend on what Ishmeet has already put out, taking care of yourself. I thought about it, what is underrated in this regard, and I think talking to yourself is underrated. So
Beautiful.
yeah,
माशाल्लाह, क्या बात कही है.
so
Beautiful. सही है.
if you like, so if I'm, let's say, like recently I've been doing a lot of studying and reading and understanding. I read judgments and I read concepts of law and stuff like that. So if it's difficult to understand and process, and since I have my entire room to myself now, my sister's not here, so I speak out and I speak openly and I shout, I talk to myself and have a conversation. And if I talk and I speak out each sentence out openly, it makes much more sense in my head, and I start convincing myself only. I have a conversation with myself. I might appear loony to someone who's outside my room, but I understand the concept much better, and it helps me process. And I think you can extend this argument, this solution to other aspects of your life as well. If let's say you're under some emotional stress or trying to understand what's exactly going in your head, you don't have to resort to expensive therapy right away. Maybe your first step could be just figuring out what's happening with you, and talking to yourself about your issues. And you're not loony at all. You're not mad. I think it's a wonderful coping mechanism, which I've really found the benefits of very recently.
Yeah, and I think adding to what Joyji said regarding this, one of the things which I practice a lot nowadays, and I used to do it back in school as well. So just imagine situations in your mind, and have those conversation with yourself in front of a mirror. Like I sometimes imagine कि अगर client ये बोलेगा, this is how I can reward. If a client says this is what I'm going to say in order to get out of the situation. And I do this standing in front of a mirror, talking to myself, and it just gives you a sense of confidence. Like you've already gone over this. You even if you're put into a spot, you can like makhan your way out of it. And this is something I used to do in school also. I used to take part in a lot of these elocutions and these extempors. Even in college management events, we used to take part. So I used to keep practicing this in front of the mirror. I think it gives you a lot of confidence in yourself, in what you do. And I think it is very helpful in the long run for sure, for your personality, for your character development.
Yeah.
Paul,
Agreed.
what about you? What do you think?
I mean, I definitely agree with it. I don't do it like in the way you do, but for me, like this is kind of embarrassing or whatever you want to call it. But so I had billiards nationals last year, last June, and it was like okay, this match for like third place, and it's 6-all. First person to win 7 games wins the tie. And I have like very embarrassing videos of me that people have taken of me just talking to myself through the entire process of a shot while playing. And it just sounds so ridiculous because there are like 50 people in that room. And I'm talking aloud to myself. I'm like one of those. I'm not a genius by any means. I'm not an Albert Einstein who's talking to himself. But in that moment, you just feel very empowered. Because I've explained this to myself, I know it and I can execute something.
So you became your own coach. You're saying, Rahul, do this. Rahul, aise kar. Rahul, you can do this. Perfect.
Not kind of. In a way, like just explaining myself the physics of a shot or like what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
I think this, if I remember correctly, I remember the story where I think Amitabh Bachchan used to do it, or I think when he still acts, he still does it, I'm guessing. But there was this particular ad, he used to advertise for Eveready once in a while. So my dad used to work for Eveready. So this story was there while he was acting, and when he was preparing for a shot, he tells himself that, this is like the best shot in Indian cinema ever. And you're a great actor. ऐसे करके he keeps self-talking to himself, and before shots or between shots. So if someone like Amitabh Bachchan does it, I think it's a great example for everyone to follow.
Beautiful.
Brilliant. I think we've covered a good range of topics that we find overrated and underrated.
Georgie, do you have something similar to the pizza example which you think is underrated? कुछ तो होगा तेरा list में. I am sure. I think we should also cover that. You already have that smile on your face. I know there is something.
There are many things, but one more thing, if not this talking to yourself, one thing that is underrated or overrated. What do you want?
Underrated.
Underrated. Yeah. I think one more thing that is underrated is it's ironic though, but I think podcasts itself are underrated. And the reason very few people value and listen to podcasts. Even one of our co-hosts right here claim to not be able to listen to podcasts. I'm referring to you, Ishmeet.
I know, bro. I know.
Who says he doesn't have the patience to listen to podcasts. The question comes as to what do you do with your eyes or with the rest of your body when you're listening to podcasts?
Yeah.
Have you found the solution?
I have figured a hack. Yes.
Yeah. What's the hack?
So I've tried a lot of things. I couldn't do it. What I do is I play FIFA or I play NBA or I'm playing something and simultaneously listen to podcasts. And that has 110% worked for me. I'm smashing goals on FIFA, and I'm also being able to complete hour-long episodes. That's a hack which I found. And right now, that's the only way actually I'm being able to listen to podcasts. But I think it's fine. I enjoyed it. I'm being able to do two things at once. It works for me. I think. You guys want to add anything?
Nothing. I don't want to add anything. I think we covered quite a lot. But our host has now just taken his seat and left it to us to conclude this podcast, where he's given up his duties as a host.
Oh, 1 second. I'm supposed to conclude. I thought Ishmeet was concluding.
No, you're concluding. You're the host.
No, I'm concluding.
For a change, Rahul, try to end nice note.
I thought I was going to go with the most stereotypical, but it's okay.
Bolna, maza aayega. Pretension. 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you guys for joining us. One more episode of Three Friends and a Tiffany has come to an end. Please join us next week, and I think you're going to learn a lot more from us. Thank you so much.